Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Anna Marie, and I've been given early access to the Hunt Showdown Halloween event that's going to be happening this year. And I'm actually pretty excited about it because I did not participate in last year's events, and so I'm very lucky and excited to have a sneak peek. Like the Billy and the Stalker Beetle questline, this Halloween event is also going to be a questline as well. It's going to consist of 6 acts total, and it's going to be a limited event that ends on November 9th. I want to make sure that you guys all know is that you must finish everything in the questline to get all of the rewards before it ends. You cannot complete it after the event ends. With the questlines, obviously, there's going to be some fun things, which are, bleed hunters, poison hunters, kill so many hives with grenades or fire, things along those lines. This year's a little bit different because it's now basically an evil scavenger hunt. They've spawned pumpkins throughout all of the maps, and I can tell you for a fact they are all random because I have tried to nail them all down and I couldn't find reoccurring spawns as much as I tried. So if you haven't completed any quest lines before, even if you die in a match, as long as you've, say for example, destroyed a pumpkin, that already counted towards you completing the quest. So even though you died, you still got some quest progress to move forward. So just a heads up on the pumpkins. They can spawn indoors, they can spawn in the middle of the road, they can spawn in the middle of the woods, so you'll basically find them all around the map. You'll really have to explore to find some of them. So to make it a little bit easier, I found a trick that if you obviously use dark sight, you can see the pumpkins a lot easier. However, it only seems to work in a close proximity. Now, I have tried anything and everything to figure out how to destroy these pumpkins. Your knife or your fists will work. You can obviously also shoot the pumpkins, whether it be with an arrow or with your gun itself. I've learned that choke bombs do not kill pumpkins. However, you can beam one in the head and it still counts. Fire gets rid of pumpkins, as does dynamite. Jumping on them, unless it's a scarecrow, in which, for some reason, even though you land on top of it, it doesn't destroy it, so you'll have to obviously melee or kill that pumpkin a different way. A few of my favorite examples that I was able to test were throwing knives work, tools that you find around buildings, if you throw them, they also work. And interestingly enough, and I'm not really surprised, you can use stalker beetles to blow up pumpkins, and it also will count. Another easy way to find them is they do glow. I have noticed in darker corners of maps or even the dusk or nighttime maps, you're able to see them pretty well compared to obviously the daytime. So keep an eye out. I'm not even kidding you. If you're in the woods, they can literally spawn anywhere. One key thing to note is they do not respawn. So if you're trying to get your pumpkin questline done quickly, I highly recommend getting them done as soon as you can before everybody else starts getting those questlines as well. There are 2 new rewards that are available this year. The first is a skull effigy charm. And the second is a new hunter called Mama May. Obviously, she's super creepy, and I'm not very excited to see her in dark corners. For people like me who missed previous years, you can go in and purchase the legendary content in the in-game store or blood bonds. So for 2021, you have the Marwood, Closed Casket, the Executioner, and the Headsman. For 2020, you have the Scapula, the Backbone, the Bone Shard, and the Skeleton Key. So if you don't want to spend any real world money, you don't have to. All you need to do is just finish the questline. So completing Act 1 gives you the Skeleton Key, completing Act 2 gives you the Scapula, Act 3 gives you the Bone Shard, Act 4 gives you the Backbone, Act 5 gives you the Skull Effigy, and Act 6 gets you Mama May. However, if you are interested in purchasing any of the legendary content, make sure you do it again before November 9th, because after that, all of it will be disabled from the in-game store. There will also be bundles available for those who also don't have any of the weapons and don't have time to grind out each act. So you can buy them in a bundle instead and save a little bit of money. The one thing I'll say is I recently unlocked the bone knife and I have to say it is amazing. I'm a huge fan. You can pretty much knife anything except that. The 2022 Halloween questline is only available for a certain duration. Once this expires, the questline will be disabled for all players and any progress will be lost if the questline has not been completed.